Yellow Jacket fans, be sure to visit georgiapower.com/community to learn new ways to stay connected. Georgia Power, the official energy sponsor of Georgia Tech Athletics. Power on Georgia. I'm Andy DeVetra. He is head coach Jeff Collins getting you set for Georgia Tech versus Florida State in the 2020 season opener for your Jackets Saturday at 3:30. Winding our way towards kickoff, and boy, it is a long time coming. We are inviting you, as always, to engage with us on Twitter and Facebook. Tweet your questions using the hashtag GT60. It is now time for our Governor's Office Highway Safety Ask the Coach question. This one, Coach, comes from Skylar on Facebook, and Skylar wants to know about the development of the wide receivers and what Georgia Tech fans can expect from them this year.
Yeah, well, I think it starts with Jalen Camp. He played the first 4 games for us last year. Big physical receiver. He's done a great job rehabbing, coming back stronger than ever. There's times that I even catchers that I've ever been blessed to be around. Kerry Dixon, our receivers coach, does a great job with that group. And then you go to Marion Brown, who tied Calvin Johnson's freshman touchdown record.
That's pretty good company.
And you just look at AB. I think AB's put on like 15 pounds. And he's done a really good job for us, works really, really hard. Malachi Carter, Adonica Sanders, I could keep going on. And he was one of my favorites on the sideline last year, as he was one of the developmental team and he couldn't play. Probably 3 times a quarter, he would come up to me and check on me throughout the game, and in his words, ask me if I'm straight. And great personality, great energy, and just excited to see him get to play college football in the white and gold for us. And there's other guys I could mention, but those are the ones that jump off, and Kerry's done a great job with that piece of it, understanding leverage, understanding the whole passing game. So really excited to see him play on Saturday.
What was the recruiting story behind Amarian? Because he was one of your first signees in the early period, not long after you took the job here.
Yeah, it's a blur. I think it within
much like Amarian, yeah.
No, I think within 9 days period. Really good relationship with him, really, really fast. Obviously, the academics, the city of Atlanta sells itself, and this was a young who was able to choose to come here and actually arrived last January, so he could go through the whole off season with us. Speed that AB has, and he's just gotten better and he's gotten bigger. So
you mentioned a really great at 50-50 balls, and a guy who brings that veteran experience. What does he numbers? He'll be rocking the number 1 on Saturday as your Jackets take on Florida State. First time Jackets and Seminoles locking up since the Miracle on Techwood. I know you remember that game. Yep. Seminole fans probably wish they couldn't remember that game, but looking forward for Tommy's Leather at 3:30 on Saturday. Going to hit another timeout. Hyatt Regency Atlanta has rambling rates all season.
really hard to see if I do.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Our Director of Applied Science, Ryan Horton, I think we started off with 25, so a bunch of the older guys started off, it tracks your sleep efficiency, it tracks your sleep quality, resting heart rate, all these other metrics, and it gets loaded on an app, and we can track it and give suggestions on how to improve sleep. And it's been really beneficial. Then after we saw the success and the guys really buying into it, we bought 25 more so we can expand. You see a lot of the guys in the NBA, wearing the Oura rings as well, and it's been really good for us. But this ring, this is the one that's the most important. This will be my 25th year of marriage coming up in December. I don't know if my wife Jennifer's watching, but I think our daughter Astrid is still awake right now. So if they are watching, it's probably time to start shutting it down and getting ready for bed. I'm probably going to get an alert on my app telling me it's that time as well. So it's a pretty cool deal though.
Fantastic. How have you noticed it kind of changing the way you do things when you get the readouts from your Oura ring, just for you personally?
Yes, so I wish I could say that I've really improved my sleep habits.
You're a football head coach. Nobody would blame you.
But it is interesting having conversations with the guys and talking about some of our sleep numbers and just different things that we're trying to do to make sure we're even more rested and prepared and taking care of our bodies and all those kind of things. But the data and the science is a big deal in this organization, and we use the Catapult systems to track our player loads and to track our distance traveled, and Coach Horton has put a really good plan in place.
Man who's been waiting very patiently to get on the field for Georgia Tech. He'll finally have his opportunity soon. That's Antonius Clayton, guy that you said you've known since he was 16 years old out of Dooley County.
His determination. I'm really proud of him as a man and who he's become and how much he's grown. And then obviously excited to see him play football in the white and gold moving forward for us this year. It's a big deal.
You have so much talent. Defensive lineman, and you gave him 2 Great to have you with us. Will be great to have you with us again on Saturday. Tommy's Leather, 3:30. Your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets versus the Florida State Seminoles, and the man on the sidelines orchestrating it all. Joining us now, Jeff Collins. Let's take another question here, Coach, on Twitter. I wanted to get to this one. This was from E&L Bowen on Twitter. Use the hashtag GT60. She says, so glad, he and she, or maybe he and he or she and she, I don't know. E&L Bowen, either way. So glad to have you in Georgia Tech football back. What was the hardest part of your life/job the last 6 months? Changing your recruiting, practicing, meetings, home life, no Waffle House. Thanks, and to hell with Georgia.
That's a pretty comprehensive list right there. That just the things that we've gone through. I think there's a lot of learning experiences. One of the best things about the situation was how much time I got to spend with my family. And there was a run there, and it might have been 2 straight months where we ate dinner every single night as a family, foremost, and with the young men that I'm blessed to coach every single day, and this amazing coaching staff are some experiences at bonds that are gonna last a long time, which is special.
Great question. Keep them coming. The hashtag is GT60. I want to talk about two.
He saw the corner position and really thought he could do that. I've been blessed to coach some great DBs. His skill set, his mental makeup, his attitude, his movement patterns, movement skills, and really flat out speed is as good as I've coached, and just really excited about him. He gets better every single day at that position because the way we play corner is not easy. We're playing press, but just with his development and with everything to the ball, even though we've had one of the top at guard, his experience, his wisdom, his insights on how to play the game has really benefited Jordan as well. And it kind of goes back to recruiting too. Andrew Thacker.
Venture to Doak Campbell Stadium in 2000. They hung 49, and the Seminoles got the win. They'll try to follow that up on Saturday. Your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and FSU Seminoles will get things going at 3:30 on the Georgia Tech Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Back once again with head coach Jeff Collins. Got another one on Twitter for you, Coach, using the hashtag GT60. Tanya, first off, says, I'll be flying my Georgia Tech flag Saturday here in North Carolina. Cannot wait. She says, what do you think will impact the team with fewer fans allowed, not only in Tallahassee, but here at Bobby Dodd Stadium and really anywhere college football is played this year? I have a feeling, though, since you're a big proponent of juice, that a lot of that energy can be self-created and can help overcome that perhaps better than, it's not going to throw you guys off as much as perhaps other teams.
Yeah, so one of the biggest pieces we talk about all the time is bring your own energy, bring your own juice. And so that's one of the big standards in our program. We talk about it every single day. The other piece is we talk about putting the ball down, regardless who's in the stadium, regardless of where the location is. Even if we have to meet halfway and go to a Waffle House parking lot, let's go put the ball down and let's play. And we've talked about it ever since we got here 20 months ago, and it's never been more appropriate than it is right now. I thought the 2 scrimmages that we had here at Bobby Dodd Stadium, our sports marketing department did an unbelievable job with the atmosphere and the lights and the music, and the stadium just looks beautiful. So excited to be 3:30 and 2 Saturdays from now at home. And but the biggest piece is we just got to be ready to play, regardless of the environment, regardless of the crowd, regardless of whatever the PA system is going to be doing, because we've gotten ready during practice with crowd noise, with music, a combination of both, cutting it off early.
And our ACC action begins tomorrow night when Miami plays host to UAB. Saturday alongside us, Syracuse at North Carolina. Notre Dame hosts Duke. Clemson travels to Wake Forest. Out of conference, Louisville plays Western Kentucky. Pitt plays host to Austin Peay. But of course, that is all the undercard to 3:30. Tommy's Leather, Georgia Tech versus Florida State. Coach, we know you are a uni-swag kind of guy, so 3:30 on Saturday, the players are going to be streaming out onto Doak Campbell Stadium wearing their uniform combo for the first time this year. How are the uniforms getting decided this year, week to week?
I think it's no secret that I take great pride in the uniform piece of it. My wife graduated from Parsons School of Design in New York City, and so she has a great influence on me in the style piece. And normally I pick with a little bit of input and ask around, but I pick the uniforms usually. But this year I've got a bunch of guys that I've asked to help me with that piece of it. And so they picked out the uniforms. I know we're going to do a uniform reveal later in the week. But just the relationships that we've built with these players and the trust that we have in them to make sure they represent the white and gold at a very, very high level. And I think the drip will be nice.
The drip will be drenching.
Yes, sir.
Yes, on Saturday. Facing Florida State, which was 6-7 a year ago. They're under new management. Mike Norvell came over from Memphis. You never played Norvell's teams in the AAC, but you got a good sense of their style because when you were scouting your opponents in conference who had played against Memphis. So how would you characterize a Mike Norvell offense?
Well, I think the first thing that you got to look at when you're getting ready to play an opponent is the talent that they have on the roster. They've got a bunch of returning starters as well, guys that have played for a while there and played at a high level. Tremendous speed, tremendous athleticism, maybe one of the best front fours on defense in all